NRHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
43.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Christian Watson
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Chiefs had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The slot man in motion right. Mahomes going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Fall down these two.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's French. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd down, French. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
18 rapid, 18 rapid. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Where's it?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Yellow.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Hey, 43, 43.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, French. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's French, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. French, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
15.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
74 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, rip list. 15. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Hey, 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Hey, 57. Hey, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return forthcoming. Touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
He'll drop to throw.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's French.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. On first down, it's French. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Let's go. 19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's French. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Back to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's French. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go, set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Warrior 70. Street. Go.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. French. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Set, go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Yellow.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43. Hey, rip lift. Hard hut.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to it.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Trap 60.
2nd and 5.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Come on, set. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
Yellow.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
3rd and 12.
15.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Check up.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
43,
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play though is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.